Hey everybody, I want to shoot this quick video to give you an idea of what I'm looking to do with this Android app program. Now this thing's been kind of morphed into something that I've got kind of the way I want it, and I'm going to explain it, and hopefully everybody will get an idea of exactly what they're going to get, what they have the ability to be able to get into, and understand specifically what kind of stuff we're going to be building. Okay, so it is going to be 150 apps a month for 12 months, or a total of 1,800 apps. I'm going to start this on the 15th of April, meaning that the apps will start going into the Google Play Store account that we have set up for this on the 15th of April, and by the 15th of May, 150 apps will be in there. These will be simple apps. Basically, what I consider that as a simple app, basically an RSS feed style app, or a problem style app, and an answer solution style app, meaning it could be a recipe style app, or it could be, hey, how to do this or how to do that, with a little more help and information that will be updated on a daily or a weekly or monthly basis. So they're going to be apps. They're going to be pretty simple, but they are going to be updated, on a regular basis. They're going to be built inside the VIP App Club Builder, which is something that is going to take a little more effort on my end, on my side. I'm still going to have these outsourced by my developer, but they're also it does make sense to have them built inside the VIP App Club Builder, and then have push notifications added in as well for all of them, and then we can monetize them in different ways. Now, I've got kind of an idea in the back of my head with some of the other stuff that I'm doing that I can monetize these, and you guys will be a part of that as part of this group. And what I'm thinking is localize content, and some of that stuff would be localized news sites, and have the ability to be able to put ads in there, as well as to be able to offer people coupons via notifications. And those coupons would come from local businesses that would pay us to want to have their coupons sent to people directly within these applications. Business pages and that kind of stuff, tourist apps. I mean, I've got a number of different ideas, simple apps that can be done, that can be duplicated very quickly, and you can use these for different areas, and bring in RSS feeds and information that people want and they use on a daily basis. That will allow them to be able to interact with the app on a more regular basis, because that's key to be able to making money with the application. If you're trying to do ads and the other stuff, is to be able to have people interact with the app, not just one time, but continuously do it over month. The apps are going to be updated, so they will be, not going to be stale, that kind of thing. We will promote other app products through these apps, meaning if I do a recipe app for, let's say, pizza, and I think there's something that comes out and says, hey, we got the pasta app, I'll then promote the pasta app directly through the pizza app subscribers and the people who have downloaded it. That's kind of a weird example, but those are, you get an idea. If they're related style stuff, that's what we're going to end up doing. Now, in looking at this, there's going to be a lot more time and energy and effort and cost associated with doing this on my end, so I'm going to limit this to 25 spots. And the reason behind this is I want to give the ability to give up 50% of the revenue for the total life of this product, which is 12 months, and 1,800 apps. So you would get, if you bought in for each spot you get 2% of the total revenue of the 1,800 apps that were built for the 12 months. Okay, most of the apps are going to be free, but there are going to be some paid apps that are in there. The paid apps would be 2% of 70% of the apps cost that we get from Google, because the other 30% is paid or taken out for Google for their fees. So if that makes sense, so if you have a paid app and you charge $1, basically 30 cents is going to go to Google, 70% would go to us, and 2% of that would be paid to each person based on the number of spots that they purchased. Okay, so you can buy in. It's going to be a 12-month product, and if I decide to do it at the end of 12 months, then basically you have the ability to buy in at the same rate. So it would be basically an annual product that you would get access to, making the revenue based on the percentages that you bought in at, and you would get 150 apps every month put into an account. You'd have the ability then to make revenue off of those, 1,800 total over 12 months. Now, at the end of 12 months, if I decide, hey, this ain't working and we're not making the kind of money that I thought I was going to be able to make, then I have the right to be able to say, I'm going to end it, and we're going to take the 1,800 apps that we have built and we're going to sell them. Now, if I do that at the end of 12 months, we have the ability to basically to be able to pay you guys the balance of whatever we make based off the percentages. So if you bought in, and say one person bought all 25 spots, they would make 50% of whatever those apps sold for as far as a collective group. So if we sold the 1,800 apps at $1 a piece, there'd be $1,800, total. 50% of that would be $900 is what they would get paid, less whatever it takes us to sell it. If we sold it on Flippa or whatever. So that's kind of how it's going to work. The other big thing everybody was asking about was payments, and here's kind of the way I'm looking at doing that. Everything on Google, whether it's the Google Play Store, if we sell a paid app, or if we use AdMob to monetize it, is paid on the 15th of each month. Okay, I'm going to share my Google Play account where all these apps will be, so you'll see that. So you'll be able to see how many apps that are in there as they come in every month. And they're added in. You'll be able to see that. You'll also see the number of downloads we have, that kind of stuff. You'll see the screenshots on the AdMob stuff, so you'll be able to see every day, what has been generated as far as a revenue, and you can kind of get a better idea of what your earnings are going to be. These are going to be posted inside a members area, so I've got to build that site. I'm going to do that and have that up before Saturday, and then we're going to basically, whoever's in that 25 spots, they're going to have access to it, and they're going to be able to see that. The way the payment's going to work, they pay me on the 15th. Once I get the payment, I'm going to do a bank transfer to Bank of America. Once I get that money, I'll pay you guys within one business day. And it kind of really depends on who and where everybody's located in this particular thing. If we got everybody mostly in the U.S. and Canada, then we'll do Bank of America, and I'll do bill pay, and it'll be automatically mailed to you guys and sent to you. If we have to do something different because of people being spread out all across the globe, then we'll end up having to do something like PayPal or something like that, where I can pay you guys and make it a little easier to be able to administer that. So from the payment perspective, I'm gonna get paid on the 15th of the month for everything that was done in the previous month. So in this particular case, we're going to start this April 15th. It'll run through April 15th of 2015 through April 15th of 2016, and the first month, payment for anything that's made from April 15th to April 30th would get paid on May 15th. So if you're familiar with affiliate commissions, everything is all in the rears. So basically, you earn the revenue this month, you get paid on the following month on the 15th. If that makes sense. Okay, so the payment style stuff, we'll have to decide that once I figure out where everybody's at and what's the best way to be able to handle that. But most likely, if I can do a bank transfer, I'll just do that as a bill pay. If I can do PayPal because we got everybody spread out everywhere else, then we'll do that as well, and we'll make that happen. But that all depends on basically where everybody comes in at, from around the globe. There is no income guarantee. So basically, what I'm going to try to tell you is, I can't guarantee that you're going to make money, or that you will or you won't. I can tell you that I'm not doing this to not make money, and I'm not looking at it as I want to make the upfront money and not make anything else, because there's a lot of time involved on my side, as well as a lot of energy and costs associated with it, as far as from hosting websites with RSS feeds and all the stuff that it takes to be able to do this. It's going to be a pretty big time consuming deal. I'll have a full-time developer making the templates for me, as well as having to use a VA on my side, as well as some of my own time, to be able to build these apps and make sure that the quality is there, that people want to continue to use this so we make money. Again, I'm going to limit it to 25 spots total. Once they're gone, they're gone. So if someone wants to buy all of them, they buy them all, and it's all said and done, and that's it. I won't reopen it until another year, and then I'll look at that from whether or not I think this is the right thing to do based on what we generate, over the 12-month time period. And that'll be something that, I'll let the group know. And again, like I said, at the end of 12 months, we'll evaluate that. And if we don't decide to go forward, then anything that we made will be divvied out, as well as when we sell the 1,800 apps at the end of 12 months, that will be divvied out based on the percentages that everybody purchased at. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm going to do to be able to hope that I can at least minimize some of the risk. Again, it's like anything else. If you want to be involved in it, that's great. If you don't, understand as well. But I'm definitely going to start it. I'm going to start it this weekend, have everything set up, and by the 15th, start putting apps in there so we can generate some income. And like I said, my intent is not to do this just as a hobby. I mean, I do full-time online. That's how I support my family. My wife doesn't work, so this is my full-time job. So it's not like something that I'm doing this just to try to make some upfront money and not make money on it from a monthly basis. I've got a ton of other stuff that I'm looking at doing. But this is, one of the things that I've been wanting to do for probably 6 months, and now I have the ability to be able to do it. And I figured, if I can use the money that's generated on the front end to be able to pay some of the development costs to build the apps, then that gives me the ability to focus my time more on monetization and coming up with some concepts that I think can generate revenue on a monthly basis with apps. And be able to use this as a platform down the road to be able to build a product around, and whether we sell it as a product or whether as a group, or you guys develop it on your own and you decide, hey, I want to build this product myself because now you've seen that it works. You could do this. I'm not going to say you can't do it. It's going to be something that you can take and use an example if it does work. So anyways, so now I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm going to end this at that. Hopefully this answers everybody's questions. As far as examples, I can give you some examples. They're a little hesitant to do that because they've got 5 people they build for right now, and those people, there's about 700 apps or so they build every month, and they can do about another 700 apps per month. But I can tell you from my side, I'm not equipped to do that, and I don't want to jump in to be able to do more apps than I can handle, because it does none of us any good. If we get into this really quick and I can see 150 apps is making decent money, then it might be something where I can say, hey, let's go back and reevaluate and say, if we want to go to 700 apps a month and have somebody do this for us full time, here's what it would cost to be able to do that. So that's kind of the way I want to play it. I think 150 apps, 5 apps a day, from a build perspective, is not that unrealistic and not that time consuming based on what we're looking to do. I'm going to try to build a couple different apps myself, with the design template that they're going to be able to get me, and that way you guys can see it. You can see exactly what kind of stuff we're going to do, and you can decide from there whether or not you think the quality is there or not. But I can tell you it's not going to be something that's going to be a cheesy ass little app that someone downloads and gives a rating of 1. My intent is to be able to build something that is quality, that people want to be able to see, that they are in niches that people want to come back and get information about that same topic on a daily or at least a weekly basis where they interact with the app. And we'll go from there. So anyways, if you want in, let me know. I'm going to run this from now until the 15th of April, and then I'm going to close it. And once it's closed, I'm not going to do it until next year, and that'll be evaluated based on how this product goes. Okay, so hopefully that answers questions. If you have additional questions, either PM me in Skype or put it in the chat, and we'll go from there. One other thing, I'm loading the class right now, so this thing's been loading for almost 8 hours now, so hopefully that will be done today, so y'all can get in there and get that, and we can have that all taken care of, so you can actually see some of the other monetization strategy that I've given you for how to make money with apps. Okay, any questions, let me know. Thanks.